G'day everyone. So, nice night. It's meant to be raining tomorrow. Still can't get out during the COVID lockdowns. So this is just going to be a quick update on some of the new modifications that I've done to the Seak kayak. I've had a few people ask me for an updated video. Since the last video, I have added a few different modifications to the kayak. I'm also going to show you and explain how I attach the accessories bar to this type of kayak behind me. So we'll get stuck in. What you want to do to attach your accessories bar, get your hands on some of these guys. These are M6 marine screws from Bunnings. Now I think they're the 32mm screws. Get your hands on some L brackets. These are galvanized L brackets. You can use stainless steel, you can use galvanized. You can pretty much use any sort of L brackets. What I do suggest though, get sturdier ones. The sturdier ones you get, the better you're going to be, especially because I've got the electric motor on it. I have found that they bend with the power from the electric motor. So what you want to do, put your brackets in first. So you want to line them up, put your screws in. So what you want to do, put your screws in, attach your brackets before you attach them to your accessories bar. Now, the only reason I say this is if you attach them to your kayak first, when you go and attach them to your accessories bar, you put your wood up hard up against it. They're tight, they're not going anywhere. Screw your brackets into the wood. That way when you take it off, they're perfectly lined up to where they need to be. So it's as easy as putting the screws in, taking the screws out next time. And that's pretty much how I attach the accessories bar. So the first new mod is I've gone out and got myself some Railblazer starports. Now I've got one on either side, and these are connected to the yak via the primal rail from BCF. I have no doubt you could use the Railblazer track as well and just install it the same way. All I had to do to install this was go in through the center hatch. Being that this is the only access you can get to the inside of the kayak, these have pretty much been installed to the point of that's as far as I can reach. There's just a bolt and a nut on the other side. So what that allows me to do, I've got the Railblazer rod holders, so in and out fairly easy. You can lock them into place with one little latch. If I want to take that out, I've got one in the center as well. So I've got one in the center. I do have a different accessory that I put into that one. And then obviously I can put it on that side as well. I usually have the rod holders sitting at a 45-degree angle. So when you're looking out at the kayak, that's pretty much what you're looking at there. So the rods are going to sit out on that angle. So that's the Railblazer starports. What I also want to show you too, on my accessories bar, I used to have a bit of PVC pipe come down to the transducer for my fish finder. So I've gone up market a little bit. I've got another Railblazer starport, and what I've done there, got my hands on the Railblazer transducer mount. Now this is a transducer mount for the Lawrence fish finder series, but I'm using the Garmin and it attaches pretty much the same way. I've just had to add a few pieces of rubber in the middle there just to hold it together. Doesn't move at all. So that's the transducer arm from Railblazer. So all that means is pretty much bang, straight in, lock it into place. Fish finder's not going anywhere. Then when I'm finished at the end of the day, easy as that. As some of you are aware, if you've been watching the videos on the channel, you'll know I have used this extension arm a couple of times now. So this is in conjunction with the Railblazer starport. This is the Railblazer boom arm for GoPro camera mounts. Pretty sure you can mount most action cameras to it. So it's a 600mm with the extension. Now that can turn multiple ways, up and down. I can I can release it from here and I can have it laying flat. I can go out to the side with it, and if I wanted to as well, I can actually put it into one of the side rod holders with the camera looking straight at me. So the angle you'd have if it was sitting there, you'd be pretty much looking straight at me with a little bit of an angle behind. The other option I've got as well is, if I'm not using the fish finder, I can put the boom arm into this side here and it'll pretty much give me a camera angle pretty much like that. So it's just a couple of different options. So one last mod I've done to the kayak, as you can see on the accessories bar, I've added some new lights. So not only do I have the crucifix light that comes up in the middle, which you all know about, and I'll show you the lights turned on afterwards, but I've also added these little guys here. Now these can be turned at a 45 angle. They can be turned so I can face in the water. They can also go this way, that way, and I can turn them like that. So now when I'm out fishing at night, I'm not going to have any problems with, one, people noticing me, and two, I'm going to be able to see where I'm going. Hopefully I'll be able to have, with these side lights, you're going to be able to see the fish clearer when I get them up to the side of the kayak. One of the problems I found with a lot of the night fishing, you couldn't actually see the fish when I had them at the side of the kayak. Well, you could, but they were very, very dark. So hopefully this has fixed the problem, and I can't wait until we can get out and put the lights to use. So I'll be the first person to say, Railblazer accessories, look, they aren't cheap, but they are well worth it. If you want to have a few different accessories and even your rod holders, if you're going to have a GoPro, by all means, go out and get some Railblazer accessories, add them to your kayak. You've seen a couple of different options that I've got there on this kayak behind me. There's no reason they can't be added to other kayaks out there. It's just the versatility of having the Railblazer accessories and different options that it gives you to put my camera boom arm, put my rod holders, pretty much everything you want. You can add fish finder mounts, you can add bait boards, you can add, there's that many, the possibilities are unlimited. Alright guys, so that's the new upgrades or new modifications to the kayak. Added a few more lights, modified the rod holders to the Railblazer rod holders, got the Railblazer boom arm. One of the things I do want to point out with the boom arm, where I have it connected on the center hatch of the kayak, as you'll see here, now I've added, this is just a pool noodle cut up in between each section. So if you take a look at that comes apart. What that does, I've found, I've had a couple of videos now, you might not be able to pick it up, but what happens is when the camera's in this mount here, there's a little knocking noise. Because the kayak's moving, it knocks left to right. So what you want to do, all I've done is got a pool noodle with a hole in it, cut it as thin as you can get, put that in between each section, lock it into place, and that cuts down on the noise, so there's no more knocking when I'm recording the videos, and I found that helps heaps. So there you have it guys, that's just a quick update on the Seak Mako 3.9 meter. I hope you've enjoyed that quick little video, just something extra for the channel, just something extra for a couple of people that have asked for it. What I will leave you with is a short snippet of, I'll turn the lights on once it gets a bit darker and I'll show you how much light they actually put off. Anyways guys, cheers.